What's up, YouTube? I'm NFT Jeff, and welcome to NFTs for Newbies. On this channel, we teach you how to design, create, promote, and monetize your NFTs so that you're able to have a successful NFT launch. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 things that I found in 2022 that are really holding launches back and stopping them from being successful. Let's jump inside today's video. What's up, YouTube? NFT Jeff here. So today we're talking about the top 3 things that I found so far in 2022 that's really holding projects or NFT projects back when it comes to being launched and having successful mintings and minting out the project. I really think the first thing is just not knowing your dream customer or avatar, the person that is going to buy your NFT. I see so many people that see something and they're like, oh, I can make it an NFT. I'd make that an NFT. Well, first of all, who's going to buy it? Sure, it can be cool, but realize that's the same thing as art now. There's so many people that have good vision, but that doesn't mean that they're going to make high quality selling art. And that's the same thing as NFTs. It's so funny now because of this NFT hype that everyone thinks they can make something NFT, and that means that all of a sudden people are going to buy it. What people don't realize is there's a layer of friction there that if people aren't into NFTs, first of all, if they're not NFTs, the first thing you have to do is you have to teach them what an NFT is, okay? So first of all, you got to teach them what an NFT is. Then you got to teach them why they should be involved with it, why they're a good thing, and why your NFT is something that they should buy. Then you got to teach them how to buy crypto. Then you got to teach them how to get some type of a wallet so that they can log in wherever and buy it. And then you got to teach them how to buy it. So there's like minimum 5 levels of friction that's created right there just by targeting the wrong people. And that's one of the biggest things I'm finding right now is a lot of people that are influencers or might have a big base of following feel that they can go out and they'll just start talking about this NFT, and because it's hot, their base is just going to move over here and go, yay, and they're just going to run right in and they're going to sell out very easily. I've talked to people with millions of followers so far, and they've had trouble selling out just a couple thousand just because they don't understand that they've got those bridges that they have to cross. And right now, the amount of people that are interested in NFTs or into NFTs are like 0.001% of the population. Even though people are more aware of them, they're still not interested or trying to get involved, especially with all the things going on in the world right now. So that's one of the biggest things is, first of all, not knowing your target market and not realizing that there's friction that's in the way that's getting in the way of them buying. So first of all, you need to realize your friction. Second of all, and these both fall underneath knowing your target market is realizing who's going to buy it. Again, just because everyone drinks water, that doesn't mean you can sell water. There's certain people that buy bottled water and certain people that don't. So you have to learn to market to them. And that's one of the biggest things is when you're creating an NFT project, you need to also do it with the consumer in mind. Who's going to buy this project? Why? What's unique about it? We'll get into that one later. But those are one of the number one things I see right out of the bat is people are thinking about the NFT before they're ever thinking about who's going to buy it. And even if you're a fabulous artist, there's still going to be a certain niche that's going to be your consumer, and you need to be more aware of this. I mean, when we're designing out campaigns, we're going over everything from what's in the person's head. If I was this person, what's already obvious is going to stop them from buying, like what's making us unique. There's so many different things playing on a campaign. We're looking what's going to attract them overall. What problems are we solving with it? There's much more than just the NFT, and that's one of the biggest problems right now when it comes to launching, especially any major campaigns. Now, mind you, if you're only trying to sell a couple of these, it might not be as necessary as trying to do 5,000 or 10,000. If you're only trying to do 10, it's probably not. I mean, this is still I would still do this. I mean, realize this, a lot of this is marketing 101. And that's some of the things that people need to realize when they're looking at NFTs is that basic marketing needs to be applied to launching NFTs and promoting them throughout the whole cycle of the NFT, both up to the launch and beyond. That's another thing we'll get into. I should probably add a 4th one in here, but we'll get in that later, is that people don't plan beyond the launch. And that's just, the launch is just to start, everybody. Once you get that NFT out, there's so much more to keeping it going, to keeping the community active, to keeping that actual desire out there, to keeping interest in your project. Because here's the deal, NFTs are very much a supply and demand, a scarcity driven, a interest or attention driven medium. If people aren't interested in them, there's no, I don't want to say FOMO, because it's not really a fear of missing out, but sort of is. If there's not any interest, then people very much shiny object to the next thing in the NFT space. So how are you going to be able to keep their attention over the next year? And this ties into the next thing, is not planning out your marketing. Number one is not knowing your avatar, your dream customer, who you're selling to. Number two is not proper marketing, and that's both at the beginning and at the end. It's not doing an actual campaign at the end when you're creating enough noise. And I don't want to call it hype, because hype is something that goes out. But if you're not getting their attention, it's like Gary Vee used to say, one of people's greatest commodities now is their attention. If you can get someone's attention, if you can get their time, you can get them to buy a lot easier your NFT. So that's something you really want to think about, is how you're marketing it, how you're promoting it, both pre-launch up to where you get the minting, the whitelist, the minting, you get everything sold out. Then what happens? Because realize there's a whole nother marketing process that happens after the launch that involves keeping up the engagement and keeping up that attention, so in that interest, so that people are buying them on the secondary market, so that there's secondary sales, so that there's constant movement on your NFT. And that's when projects get longevity. If you look at anything that's considered one of the top NFT projects, you'll see they're selling 50 to 100, if not some of them dramatically more, but at least 50 to 100 of their NFTs are being sold every day minimum. And a lot of projects aren't selling some for weeks. So you can see the difference right there alone. So there needs to be proper marketing. There needs to be a full thought out process of how you're engaging with your audience, how you're drawing them in, how you're creating suspense and you're creating drama so that they're interested in your project. And these aren't false things, these need to be something that is true, that it's marketing strategy, but you never want to go do anything unethical or anything that's immoral that just draw attention to your project. Always be straight up with your audience. It's one of the biggest things that can kill a project right off the bat, is any type of non-communication or not being upfront with your audience. So number one, again, not knowing your avatar. Number two, poor marketing or promotion or not planning it all. I mean, you need to be doing collaborations with other projects. So one of the easiest things you can be doing right now is going out to other projects, talking to other founders and seeing how you guys can work together for a mutual, symbiotic relationship. So each of you can grow, whether it's exchanging whitelist spots or doing something like Gucci's doing now, where they're doing with the Bored Apes, where if you do that combination with their pass, now you'll get a Bored Ape with one of a Gucci attire on. I mean, it's just so smart. And this is just the beginning of what's possible with these NFTs. So first one, like I said, is not knowing your avatar. Second one is poor marketing. And the third one is not being unique. Now, this is hard to some degree because NFTs are so new, people just don't know what's possible out there. But realize right now, going out and copy pasting what everybody else is doing is not necessarily the best thing either. Sure, take some of the best things that they're doing, add them to your roadmap, add them to utilities, but try and be innovative. Right now, NFTs are so new, it's literally up to you to what your utility or value you can bring your community. So try and do something unique. Try and, if it's not totally unique, at least adding your own twist to it, your own flair, something to make it yours, so that you're not just doing another copy paste version of every other project that's out there, because that's what a lot of projects are doing right now. You'll see that there's like 5 or 6 basic utilities that everybody's like, yep, checking that one, got that one, got that one, got that one. And in the end, do these utilities really add massive value, or are they just shiny objects that add a little flair to it? Usually it's the latter and not the first, but that's up to you. Again, that's getting into other videos. I'm going to be getting into how to design utility, how to design your roadmap, things like that. Again, Remember, this channel is really moving into everything that it needs to be able to create, design, promote, and monetize your NFT launches and projects. So these are things that you really need to focus on. Super easy. Knowing your dream customer, doing some type of marketing. There needs to be a campaign in this, and that a campaign isn't just putting out a post saying, hey, guess what, come get my NFT, or going around to different groups and posting, hey, come get my NFT. I wouldn't really recommend that. That could be part of your campaign, but I wouldn't recommend that. And then your third one is not being unique. It's not being different. It's not having a unique selling proposition that sets you apart from everyone else. You can follow the trend to some degree because, like I said, a lot of stuff is not known. So a lot of people get in the space just don't know where to go. So rather than being inventive, they copy and paste. That's only going to get you so far, so that's one of the things I wanted to say right now is try and be unique, try and create your own thing. There's so much possibility out there. There's so much potential. Just go out there and find out what you can do. Join groups, like if you're not already in my NFT for Newbies group or my NFT for Newbies Discord, make sure you go there. We're constantly talking about different projects, what potential is, and what can happen with NFTs. I mean, until you say, is it possible? You never know. And that's one of the cool things about this is beyond just the buying and selling and tracking things online, there's so much potentials that can be added to NFTs. I think so much of it we haven't even begun to think of yet. So anyway, thanks so much for watching today's video. Again, I'll be putting these out every day for the next 30 days. Some will be long, some will be short, but all of them are going to be packed with information. Thanks so much for watching. Please turn on the notifications if you haven't. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and comment below. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about the video. If you have other topics you'd like me to talk about, maybe you have questions about launching NFTs or about problems you're having with your own project. Again, in my NFT for Newbies Discord that's coming out, we do have a NFT hot seat where we're actually going to go and sort of roast projects. Again, we'll be nice, but we're going to break down maybe what you're doing. Come in, tell us your marketing strategy, and we'll give you tips and advice on what you can do to make it better. Or maybe you've launched already and you're having problems selling out, or maybe you're having trouble finding an artist, or whatever it is. Come on into the Newbies group, come into the Discord, and grow your NFT project. There's enough for everyone out there. This is a land of abundance, and this niche is just getting started. You're very far not late. So thanks again for watching. I'm NFT Jeff, and I'm out of here. Peace.